Hi there, Jenny.
Hey, Graham.
Look at this game.
I can't believe I'm seeing this game in English.
Yeah, this is Valkyria Chronicles 3 using the translation patch made by the VC3 translation team. Yeah, this Valkyria Chronicles 3 is really good.
Yeah, I've heard that it's really good. I mean, I haven't played it because of horrible, terrible circumstances, but it looks great.
Yeah, so I bought the Japanese game and playing it a while, but I've applied the patch here, and it's pretty well done. I mean, it's a translation patch. There are some typos here and there and things like that, but it's very playable. They've pulled a lot of assets from the second game clearly. So the text and things like that do look right. Like the buttons, they look like they should. Which
yeah, and you have to appreciate that. Yeah.
Yes. But the main thing is that you get to play Valkyria Chronicles 3, which is a great game. It's still, I mean, I'd say the first Valkyria Chronicles is still the best Valkyria Chronicles, right?
Well, that game is incredible, so yeah.
Yeah.
It's really hard to top.
But this takes the engine of the second game, because this is still a PSP game, and kind of tries to push it as far as it can toward the original's feel and not the sort of, hey, Persona's popular, why don't we also do a school thing for the second game?
Yeah.
Also, it takes it back to the original conflict. This is, Unrecorded Chronicles was the subtitle for the game. It's about, like, a squad that happened to be operating at the same time as the original game, but is, like, a band of misfits and people that, like, were kind of kicked out of the army, I guess, but they still wanted them to fight. The coolest thing, before we get in here too much, is that the game actually has branching mission paths. You see here, this is a B down here.
Yeah.
There's an A up here. You can actually choose which direction you want to go, right? Because like down here, you could try to go through the city or you could go through the forest, and these are different missions, and like you actually have to go through a different time to see that, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's an interesting way to make this map thing kind of work, because you're not going to have the big scale of battle like the PS3 game, actually now on PC, which you should play that game immediately if you haven't.
Yeah.
So it's kind of piecemeal, and it would have to be because the PSP's memory, right? But they're trying to make it kind of part of a larger battle. That way it feels more cohesive that way, which is pretty cool.
It's a very smart way to handle everything.
Yeah. But for the purposes of showing this off, I'm going to go in to the free map just so we can kind of show you what's going on without any, escort missions or, It's not an easy game. It's the third game in the series. It assumes you've played 2 full games worth of Valkyria Chronicles and know what you're doing, right?
Right.
But yeah, so let's pick some units for this mission here.
Okay.
We have 2 allied camps, right? Over here at this underpass, we have 4 people, and then over at the silo, we have some people here too. But there's a spot to put out the tank, so let's put out the tank. In this game, the tank's not particularly valuable. That was kind of what was happening with the second game as well. Like, it actually just takes 1 CP to move a tank. It's just not it's still a tank, but it's not overpowered in the way the first game's tanks were.
Right.
And therefore it doesn't need to be shackled by having, like, high costs. Here are the,
That's a good name for your tank, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's, I name everything that.
Yeah.
But so Kurt, Riella, and Imka are the main characters in this game. I'm not going to spoil the game because you should totally import a copy of the extra edition, which is you need the extra edition for this patch.
Okay.
So you need to import that, and there are instructions about how to apply it. I'll link that in the post.
What's in the extra edition?
The extra edition it's basically Game of the Year edition. It includes the DLC.
Oh, nice.
But as a result, like, technically some of the, like, text strings and stuff like that are in different spots. So they be patches for the more feature-complete version. So they didn't make 2 patches.
I see.
Let's see. I like shock troopers when I'm defending bases. That just makes sense.
That's good strategy. Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm gonna get a lancer on each side. And let's see.
You don't want an engineer?
No, I'm okay. We're next to the base.
Okay.
Let's bring out Eleanor. That's the other thing with the extra edition is part of the DLC is like weird characters and things, including so I have the leader of the militia secretly fighting in this army contingent, which is pretty good.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yep. All right, let's do this thing.
Okay.
The music in this game has a very sort of like Western guitar sort of feel to it, which is that's an interesting way for it to take it, you know?
It is. Maybe because they're supposed to be kind of like the renegades and the troop of people that weren't supposed to even be there anymore, but they kind of pulled them back in.
Yeah. They're the nameless. That's the thing is if they get put in this squad, they no longer get to be referred by names, and you have to call them the numbers. See, Kurt's got 07 there. He's 07. He's no longer Kurt. But he's Kurt.
But he is Kurt.
Right, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems pretty hard to enforce.
Yeah. You know. So this game was developed by Media Vision. Kind of done a lot of stuff. They were the team behind like Chaos Rings and things like that. They did a pretty good job taking this formula and making another game out of it.
It looks pretty good.
You see my tank here? It's got Puyo Puyo logo on it.
Yeah, I see. That's pretty cool.
Because of course. Let's see. My favorite thing to do with the tank is drive it through the grass, make sure no one's hiding in the grass. Drive it over here and hit these sandbags. And then target this guy. Let's see if we can get this shot.
I think you can get it.
Yeah! We did it.
That was pretty good.
Yep, it's pretty good. I'm proud of myself here.
I'm a little disappointed that your ammunition isn't like Puyo's, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's just, unfortunately, it's just a logo.
Yeah.
I wish you could do a little more with it. I just have to defend these bases, but I think the best way for me to defend these bases is to clear out some of these guys.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting rid of all of them, there's nothing to defend against.
So, let's do that. Bye-bye, Lancer.
Yeah, when you're right up in his face like that, I think you're going to be okay.
Yeah. And... not quite. I'll get him in there next turn.
Yeah.
Kurt's going to defend this base so there's no more reinforcements over here. Though I did just take down the sandbags, so I didn't really do myself any favors in that regard.
It'll be fine.
And I suppose I could just fire pot shots at this tank. That's not really going to do anything, but...
No, it won't do anything now, but it'll make you feel better about being stuck there.
Yeah. Like, hey, tank, watch out. I'm going to keep shooting worthless bullets at you if you get any closer.
Yeah. You know, if you didn't have that other tank right there blocking the way, you wouldn't be that
It might be a problem,
brave.
yeah. All right, let's... how do we want to spend these points here? I think I want to use them on the other side.
Yeah?
Go over here to our second squad here.
That's smart.
And
start defending?
Let's get Eleanor out there.
Yeah,
Captain
I think that's
Virat
the idea.
with her big shield, because I don't know why. I don't understand why she has a big shield. Doesn't necessarily seem like the class she'd be, but...
Well, sometimes you want to carry something big and cool like that. I mean, look how cool that is.
Yeah, I mean, it is cool.
Yeah.
You're not wrong about that.
And it's very strategic. I mean, she's got a huge shield like that.
I'm going to go ahead and knock down some sandbags.
Okay.
Bam. They were within range, so they went down. I do like that. I'm going to do that again here. Get her to take this base here.
That was really pretty cool.
She's just going to hunker down in this base and do her thing.
She's a pretty cool character. I like that shield.
I do like that shield. I like the armored people a little better in this game than like the second game, where they really tried to kind of segment things maybe a little too much. Okay, Riella's gonna do her thing. I'm sure it'll be a total surprise that this character, with her half blue hair,
Yeah.
as it turns out, is Valkyria.
Yeah, that's a real big surprise.
Spoilers.
I mean,
she's the game's Valkyria. And then
like,
since
pretty
I'm here,
obvious.
Imka right here with this enormous lancer weapon. She's a Darkson. And they're the main characters of the game. There we go. Doop, doop, doop.
That really is weird hair.
Yeah, I mean, it's distinctive, you know?
They probably did for the
better or
cosplayer.
worse. For better or worse, it's distinctive.
Sometimes I wonder if these games do that specifically for cosplaying people.
I mean, definitely for, merchandising, so only one character could look like that in, like, a figure or something. Definitely. All right. Somebody's in range here. What do we have? Yeah, not hitting that one.
Not that one, no.
Let's see. Well, if I get incredibly lucky. No.
Well, no.
I got some shots in.
Yeah. You tried.
Yep.
Good effort.
And I think I may save some of these CP. Or that CP.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Save that one.
Yeah. Really stockpiling here.
Yeah.
But
That'll
yeah,
make
so
a difference.
if you haven't played Valkyria Chronicles before, and really, look, play Valkyria Chronicles. The first game on PC is great, and also, like, sometimes you could get it for, like, $5 or $6. So, like, what are you even doing?
Oh, that didn't go well.
Like, I would say arguably one of the best games of all time, but it's not arguably. Like, it's one of the best games of all time. Valkyria Chronicles. Like, it's really good. You should play it. It's easier than ever.
I can't even argue that point because it's really a great game. It's
Yeah.
just fantastic. The characters are good. The story's good. It really has a good level of challenge to it. It doesn't feel overwhelming, but you are being tested.
Right. And so, like, this game is for if you played a lot of Valkyria Chronicles and want some more Valkyria Chronicles, which you might, because we've established it's a good game, and you will enjoy playing it. I do hate that we didn't get this one because of the low sales of the second game in the West, because the second game was, not great.
Yeah.
You know what? Still good. Like, if you like Valkyria Chronicles, don't expect the second game to be as good as the first game, but there's a lot of cool stuff about that game.
Yeah. I think part of what hurt it too is it's only playable on the PSP. You can't have it on the Vita.
Right.
And I
Well,
think if it,
you can do the transfer trick to get it on there.
Yeah.
Which you should totally do. There's no reason not to. It's not like it's broken in any way at all. It's just no one checked the box next to compatible in the compatibility list. That's the that's the thing keeping it from being compatible. So you can do it that way, and you can even get it on PlayStation TV that way.
Yeah.
But you have to, do the transfer.
I like that one character was Sokka the Liar.
Yeah, they have some fun names with that stuff. And again, like I said, the translation team did a really good job of making it feel like the original game.
You can really tell, and even if there are little spelling errors, I mean, that happens in major releases too. I mean, you can't blame them for that.
Right. It's mainly like spacing errors, like there's a line break in certain places where there shouldn't be, so the text is out of the box or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff, I imagine, is like the worst thing to try to QA when you don't have a QA team and are just doing this on your free time because you want it. I also kind of like the sort of sepia tone to this game. I mean, admittedly, this was kind of overdone in Western games in like the 360 era, but in Japanese games, it's actually not very much done at all. So it's kind of cool to see.
It would have been really disappointing if he hadn't killed that guy.
Yes. Okay. I know I was about to die, but I wanted to get behind that and crouch. You know what, Eleanor?
You'll send her in to save the day?
Let's do this thing. Though I need her to walk not right behind Felix, because Felix will take stray fire. All right. And... oh, no, he dodged.
Oh. How could he dodge a shield that big?
There we go. I,
Okay.
that is a fun thing that Armor Knights can do.
That
Let's
was interesting.
see. You know what? Riel is gonna take over here, I think.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
You know what? She's gonna. Yeah. Okay. She's gonna go do this. Okay. Took some damage there.
It's okay. She's still got, like, well, she's okay.
Yes.
She's got more than half.
There we go. Yeah, she's fine, and the one soldier firing on her is now dead.
Yeah.
Cool.
It really does have some good mechanics. I like the taking cover and everything, and the classes. It's a very well done system. It's a shame we haven't gotten more of these games.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a shame.
The character designs are all good and everything, and
All right.
it's something where if you enjoy Fire Emblem, you would enjoy this.
Yeah, though also like it's a very different game in that this is definitely more of a strategy game and less of an RPG.
Right.
But like, I mean, both of them are good games. So if you like good games, there you go. I just killed the liar. If you like good games, this is one of those.
She's really happy she killed that liar.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna take Cube up here.
Yeah?
Just gonna hit that Lancer because I can.
Yeah.
And we're gonna.
You have to prove a point. That's why you have to do it.
All right. Let's blow this tank up. Bye bye.
You know, they think with something like a weak point that obvious, they would have done something to kind of protect.
I mean, some of them do have shields on their sides, you know,
Mm-hmm.
which is an interesting way to go about that. Okay, let's. I think I'm close to just eliminating all the enemies in this area, which would let me advance to the next map and just protect that rather than protecting this entire area. I could just.
That makes sense.
Wait, if I move back here. Yeah. I get support fire.
Okay.
That's... Is she bobbing up and down?
Kinda?
Ah!
You didn't get that support fire.
Yeah, because this is a real, like, area movement game, so...
It's not like Lost Dimensions where you're guaranteed that support fire as long as you're just close enough.
Alright. Let's just take this guy out.
So what does the potential loneliness do?
When you aren't... I this is off the top of my head. When you aren't close enough to another team member, your accuracy is down, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. So I'll make her go on standby. That's going to get, you know, immediately captured back on the other map because I'm not stopping it. Didn't have the CP to spawn somebody over there, but
Yeah.
still.
You did it. That,
I did.
That matters.
All right, Shock Trooper. Okay.
She's still alive. It's okay.
Yeah. No, we're good. I don't like enemy reinforcements. That is the thing they changed because of the segmented maps. Reinforcements come like on the same turn you ask for them.
Oh.
You have to have the
okay.
CP, but like that's a little faster in these games, so that's why it's always good to cut off their chance because they can get people. Any flag they have could be a person.
Ooh. Well,
Okay,
at least
so-
you're okay here.
Yeah, so they didn't actually. So I'm gonna actually stand by them. I'll leave Julia standing there just in case there's another enemy on this map. But there we go. We can see capturing that base also captured this base for me.
Okay.
So I can bring Kurt back here. Do some stuff with him. Okay. So, go ahead and kill the shock trooper.
Yeah. Okay.
Then, before I end my turn, face this lancer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we're gonna bring Amy around the corner, I think. Actually, maybe no need for a scout here. Maybe another shock trooper.
That'd make more sense.
So we can bring in...
Ooh, Nagisa. She has cool hair stuff.
Yeah, she's a guest character. Yep, she's very much not from Valkyria Chronicles. That's okay. I mean, Valkyria Chronicles 2 had the protagonist of Phantasy Star Portable 2. I forget what she's from, but...
She has cool hair, dude. That's what matters.
I mean, yeah. It is what matters.
Of course.
Okay. So I think we've established that line over here. Doing pretty well. They can't run this way because there's a wall here.
Yeah, they can't run.
But...
Oh, she's from Phantasy Star Portable too.
Okay.
Infinity, yeah.
Oh, Infinity. Okay, right. She's the Infinity one.
Yeah.
So let's get the captain on this.
Okay.
Ah, really?
Oh.
Okay. We're gonna...
But that one guy's right behind her.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're taking care of that.
Yeah.
Imka's not particularly useful in this map. I guess I could have put her over there with the tanks. It would have been different. Easiest way to get someone there, huh?
Yeah.
Actually, one thing I'm going to do with one of my CP
Yeah?
is drive this tank into here. Stand by. Actually, we'll hold on to that for just a sec. Oh, right.
Yeah.
I know what I'll do. You know what you can do with one CP?
What can you do with one CP?
You can bring out a sniper, have him shoot someone, and run back. Yay, sniper!
Yeah.
Okay, that should be close enough, I think.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay. Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
That worked out
See ya.
really well.
See you next battle.
You ever use them for anything other than that?
I mean, there are certain maps where there's a spot, but in the PSP games, that just makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. I mean, I used snipers, I'm pretty sure, in the first game, but...
Right, in the first game specifically, there are like little perches and things that just...
Yeah, it made sense for them.
And there's that delay for spawning people in the first game. And since they took that out, like, there's no reason not to just go ahead and, you know, rush.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What's my plan here?
Felix might need to go back. I mean...
Felix is good. Oh, right. I was going to spawn the tank, but... Nah, we don't... Yeah, no. Next turn, we're gonna have to shore up that side here. But, not in, yeah, no, we're gonna bring this tank out.
Okay.
Bop, bop, bop. Tank.
That's great.
Yep.
Just knock everything down.
That's the plan. Okay. Alright. Hello.
You couldn't knock it down because the guy was right there?
No, I just had just enough movement.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I could do a mortar. I could do this.
I think you should do that. Well,
Actually, kind of not helpful.
No.
I'm going to shoot a mortar over here. We don't see them because we don't have the visibility, but pretty sure there are people over there. Okay.
Yeah.
Also, if anyone in that area shows up, there's just going to be a tank shooting at them. So,
yeah.
pretty good. Now's the part where I find out there's another enemy around in this area, right? Isn't that like somebody? No one hiding in the grass?
It looks okay.
Oh, come on. I got 2 shock troopers. Oh, no. Really? One more shot would have killed him. One more shot.
Well, you're still okay.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh, come on. It's a tank.
There we go.
Yeah.
Didn't that scout, that other scout should have taken some stray fire and also died. Come on. I don't want to have to use a whole turn to take him out. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there.
It's fine. Hi. Good thing I ducked.
Yeah. It'd be pretty shameful if she hadn't ducked.
Yeah.
I would have thought she would have done more damage to him, though.
I mean,
but...
she's a scout, he's a shock trooper, and he's crouching, so.
Yeah. But I mean, you kind of figure if somebody's like right in front of, well, you know, video games.
Right, but yeah, I mean, yes. Video games, but also, here's the reason for this.
Yeah.
Ba ba ba, coming in to save the day.
That shield is so cool.
It is pretty good. Alright. Oh, well, also gonna get her in here just so I can retreat her when it gets captured.
Okay.
Okay. Now Ariel is gonna finish this shock trooper off with 5 headshots.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Also, the captain's behind that wall there, in case you didn't see her.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, once that wall is up, is she there even? I don't know. I mean, that's pretty good camouflage.
It's pretty good. Let's stand by there. Okay, cool. I think Felix probably needs some help to take that last camp.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't be the first one in because he's taking some damage, but you know, still a big fan of shock troopers. Also,
Okay.
this is Valkyria Chronicles 2's Anisette Nelson, Edie's little sister. I'm not even going to talk about Edie right now because I want to be happy in my life, and
plus,
that's not a great way to do it.
And you know, people, it could be a spoiler for some people.
I mean, I guess both of them are prominently featured in the anime for the show, and Edie got her own DLC in the first game. Edie and the other 5, most insufferable characters of Valkyria Chronicles. Oh, come on.
Oh. That was kind of impressive.
Frustrating. All right, I'm gonna move and set up. Take out this guy. And okay. If they try to do anything, they should.
It should be fine.
Be taken care of. The other side here, we can clean this up a little.
Yeah. I mean, they know what they're doing.
Let's see if I can do all 14 damage with 40 bullets.
Yeah.
Yep, dead. Continuing to be dead. Cool. Kurt is going to do his thing.
Who's your favorite character in this?
In 3?
Yeah.
I mean, Imka's pretty nice. You know, as far as gameplay, the Lancers always kind of have limited usefulness.
Yeah.
And like, you know, in the first game, the Skies of Arcadia characters were my favorite. Even at the time, the first time I played Valkyria Chronicles, I actually hadn't played Skies of Arcadia yet. So they're just great characters. But yeah, I think...
That's another series that should have made a comeback.
I mean, the captain's pretty good. Does that count? She's in the game, technically.
Well, she's in the game because you had to like put in a code or something.
I mean, not in the extra edition.
Well, yeah.
But yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, my tank has the Puyo logo on it, so maybe that's my favorite character.
And it's named Cube.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think at least with the third game, they also did a better job of... I mean, some of these maps are actually recycled, but just the encounters they've designed are less kind of gotchas because, like, oh no, now the enemy's 14 times as powerful as the enemy really should be. That happened in the second game. It's more just interesting, sort of, like, more balanced encounters. And oh, hey, she's still alive.
Good for her.
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
I would have been okay if she died, but then I could have showed off the medic. But, you know, you know what? If you're interested in Valkyria Chronicles 3, you've seen the medic because the medic's in the other games. So, yeah. All right.
You can do this.
I can, in fact. Because I don't even think there's any other enemies in this area. Pretty sure I've killed them. So, I am going to... Oh, nope. Oh, definitely a tank there.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, okay. That was ill-advised. But, nevertheless, let me pull up the scout. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Great. Then, seems like tank time to me.
It does seem like tag time.
Oh, come on. Let me get that tank. Fine.
It's just so narrow, you know? It's just, you know. It's just barely, that's enough.
It is. Bam. Get out of here. And Kurt's gonna do this thing where he occupies. And we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mission complete. See, look, even like that they did pretty well, like just making that look pretty nice.
Oh, it does. Looks very good.
Yeah. And like, you know, some of the text is just kind of nothing, but I'm pretty sure that was in the original Japanese. One thing they definitely did a good job with is it's clear that they looked into the Galleon archives, the like localized version of the art book that Udon released.
Yeah.
And kind of put those details in. So, you know, I don't know if this was just because stuff wasn't in the original text or it was, or I don't know. But it feels like, you know, like the names are all what they should be. That's kind of a thing with the fan translation too, right? It's like you look back, especially, you know, you mentioned Fire Emblem earlier, like the Fire Emblem translations and like the names in the new games now, like they don't match exactly, that kind of stuff. Yeah. These match exactly. These are the names, you know? So that's pretty cool.
Well, you know, the fans always pay more attention to things like that. I mean, they know how important it is.
Yeah. But yeah, like, you know, the game's just got its base camp here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just a map. Like, it's not, you know, there wasn't a lot of money spent on making this look impressive, but like you kind of didn't need to. You can have your tank with stuff. You can go in your squad barracks here. Look at your squad. I guess while they sleep. I don't know. Barracks.
That's not creepy at all.
Yeah. But you know, you got your team. It's the nameless here.
Yeah. But they all have names.
Well, drill instructor. Yeah, Antonio Jose Rodriguez. No one actually calls him by his name, but he has his name.
Yeah, maybe he actually enforces that. Ooh, event photos.
Yeah. There's MVP. But yeah, like really... that. Look, that guy. Look at him.
Oh wow, yeah, he looks familiar.
I don't know. Look, that you know that person.
Yeah, I do.
Oh man. Oh look, other people. Oh. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, still, it's good to see.
Yeah, but like for example, like this translation went in and like put this stuff in, right? Like.
Yeah.
It's
and that's a lot
nice
of effort.
Yeah, like even like there are multiple pages to some profiles. Like it's pretty crazy. I don't know. I appreciate it.
They did a good job.
Yeah. Okay. Before we go, I just have to. How is Selvaria the most most famous? Like I don't understand why there's this huge fan base around just Selvaria. Like I understand there's appeal there, but also like she's kind of like the most boring one-dimensional character in the game.
Well, she also is kind of pretty. I mean, she has the blue hair, and sometimes it's all about the character's looks, you know?
I know, but like I'd play a spin-off based on Jaeger, right? Like that guy has some attitude to him. You know?
I always liked Alicia.
I mean, yeah, Alicia's great, right? Like,
yeah.
Alicia's fine. Alicia's funny because she just, like, bakes all the time for no reason.
Yeah.
And, like, yeah. Like, Alicia's pretty good. I don't know. Anyway. But, yeah. But, hey, this is Valkyria Chronicles 3. You can totally play it in English. You can buy it online. You can, there are instructions for getting your copy into a way you can play it in English. And, yeah. So, thanks for checking it out with me, Jenny.
Yeah, thanks. It's a great game.
Yeah.